Hello and welcome to Legal Beginnings. I'm Bay and honestly, I make this podcast for dummies like me na minsan naliligaw sa law school life. Dito, we'll learn the basics, be briefed on cases, and go law and beyond. Let's try to make sense of the law one article at a time. Chill lang, walang judgment, just figuring things out together. Today, we're breaking down Article 6 of the Revised Penal Code. Basically, the rule that tells us if a crime is just starting, almost done, or totally done. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to spot attempted, frustrated, and consummated felonies, or what we call AFC. Not KFC, the fast food restaurant, but that's actually a good way to remember it. AFC. And before we go further, balikan muna natin ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng felony. Under Article 3 of the Revised Penal Code, felony means a crime, any act or omission punished by law. In short, kung may ginawa ka o may hindi ka ginawa na may kaparusahan sa batas, that's a felony. Simple as that. Pwede itong may masamang intention o tinatawag nating intentional felony or minsan, aksidente pero may kapabayaan or culpable felony. Article 6 actually answers one big question. Hanggang saan umaabot ang krimen? Or in English, how far did the crime go? Pero bago tayo dumiretso dyan, tandaan mo, may dalawang klase ng acts or kilos. Una, internal acts. Ito yung mga nasa isip mo pa lang. Halimbawa, naiisip mong magnakaw, wala pa yan sa batas kasi iniisip mo pa lang, hindi pa siya punishable. Walang makukulong sa pag-iisip lang, okay? Pangalawa, external acts. Ito na yung mga kilos na ginagawa mo na talaga. Hindi na iniisip lang, may actual movement or action na. At sa external acts, may dalawang subtypes yan. Una, preparatory acts o paghahanda pa lang. These are not usually punishable. Halimbawa, bumibili ka ng baril or kutsilyo. Hindi ibig sabihin na gusto mo nang manakit agad, kaya hindi pa punishable unless may specific law about it. O kaya nagpa-print ka ng fake ID pero hindi mo pa ginagamit. Preparation pa lang yan. Wala pang krimen unless may batas na nagsasabing bawal na rin yung mismong paggawa. Pwede rin tulad ng pag-o-observe sa bahay na balak mong pagnakawan, planning and preparation pa lang. So, hindi pa siya pasok sa act of execution. Pero sabi natin kanina, preparatory acts are usually not punished kasi paghahanda pa lang yan. Pero may mga rare cases na kahit preparation stage pa lang, punishable na siya kasi may mga special law or article na nagsasabing bawal na mismo yung paghahanda pa lang. Ano-ano yon? Let's talk about it. Una, possession of picklocks or similar tools. Under Article 304, bawal kang magmay-ari ng picklocks or burglary tools kung hindi ka naman authorized locksmith. Kahit hindi mo pa ginagamit sa actual na nakawan, may liability ka na. Pangalawa, conspiracy or proposal to commit treason, rebellion, or coup d'etat. Under RPC pa rin. Kahit usap-usapan pa lang o plano pa lang to overthrow the government, punishable na yan kasi sobrang bigat ng epekto kung matutuloy. Another, possession of counterfeit money. Kahit hindi mo pa ginagamit, the act of possessing it alone is already a crime under the law. Bakit? Kasi may mga specific provisions sa RPC na nagsasabi na bawal na yun mismo. And it's Article 168 about illegal possession or use of false treasury or banknotes. But then, we have Article 2 of the RPC and it explains when and where the RPC applies. Sabi doon, the code covers crimes committed within Philippine territory and even some done outside the country if they affect the state, like counterfeiting money or official seals. Kaya kahit hindi mo pa ginagamit yung fake money, the act of possessing or making it is already punishable. Kasi it's one of those acts na tinuturing na delikado for the public and the government itself. So basically, kapag ang preparatory act ay delikado na by itself, meaning kahit wala pang actual execution, may threat na sa public safety o sa government, the law steps in early and punishes it. So, hindi lahat ng preparation safe. Kung yung preparation mo pa lang, may potential na masama o may specific law na nagsasabing bawal na yan, pwede ka nang kasuhan. At yung pangalawang subtype ng external act ay acts of execution. Ito na yung mismong pagsasagawa ng krimen. Dito na pumapasok si Article 6. When we start talking about AFC, that's attempted, frustrated, and consummated, you'll keep hearing a few terms. So para hindi tayo nalilito later, explain ko na agad. Overt act. Ito yung visible step na nagpapakita na nagsimula ka na ng crime. So hindi na to planning stage. Ibig sabihin may actual move ka na. All acts of execution. Ibig sabihin, nagawa mo na lahat ng kailangan gawin. Kung normal ang takbo ng events, dapat mangyari na yung intended na result. Another, independent cause. Ito naman yung mga external reasons kung bakit hindi natuloy ang crime. Pwedeng dumating ang pulis, may nakialam, o nagka-surgery ang biktima at nabuhay. Another is voluntary or spontaneous desistance. Ito yung kusang pag-urong ng offender habang attempted pa lang. So parang nagsisimula ka pa lang pero natauhan ka, kaya umatras ka. The good news is, hindi ka na liable sa intended crime dahil kusa ka nang tumigil. The bad news, kung may ibang violation ka nang nagawa bago ka umatras, for example, sinaktan mo na yung tao o may nasira ka ng property, liable ka pa rin doon. So hindi ka pa rin totally safe. Only the intended crime is off the hook. So let's keep these terms in mind habang dinidiscuss natin ang AFC kasi sila yung magbibigay linaw kung hanggang saan nga ba umaabot ang crime. And now let's start with attempted felony, the first stage in Article 6. So paano mo malalaman kung attempted lang isang krimen? Simple lang. The offender already started doing the crime pero hindi pa niya natapos lahat ng acts of execution because something stopped him or he just did not get that far. So para mas malinaw, tandaan natin na every crime has two phases, the subjective phase and objective phase. The subjective phase is what's inside the offender's control. Hanggang saan niya kayang ituloy ang crime on his own. The objective phase naman is what actually happens outside. Ito yung visible acts that lead to the crime's completion. In an attempted felony, the offender is still inside the subjective phase. Meaning, nagsisimula pa lang siya, hindi pa niya nagagawa lahat at wala pang result. For example, sinubukan mong manaksak, pero mabilis tumakbo yung victim. May overt act ka na. May intention ka na, pero hindi mo pa natapos lahat ng acts needed para may mangyari talaga. So, attempted lang yan. At may elements ang attempted felonies. Pero ano nga ba itong ibig sabihin ng elements? Simple lang. Elements are the building blocks of a crime. Para siyang ingredients ng ulam. Kung kulang ang isa, hindi buo ang crime. And every felony has certain things that must be present para masabing, oo, attempted felony yan. Kaya kailangan natin tandaan itong apat na elements na to kasi kapag kulang ang kahit isa dyan, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin attempted crime pa lang. Pwedeng ibang stage na yan or maybe walang crime at all. Element number 1, the offender starts doing the crime through an overt act. Overt act means may actual physical movement na nagpapakita ng intention. Hindi na ito plano or imagination, may ginawa na. For example, hinugot mo na ang baril at tinutok mo sa tao. Kung tuloy-tuloy sana, may mangyayaring krimen. Element number 2, hindi niya natapos lahat ng acts of execution. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa niya nagawa ang lahat ng dapat gawin para matapos ang krimen. Kapag nagawa na niya lahat pero walang result, frustrated yon. Pero kung natapos at may result, consummated na. So, kapag bitin pa lang, attempted yan. Element 3, ang pagtigil niya ay hindi dahil sa spontaneous desistance. Spontaneous means kusang loob or biglang pag-urong without anyone forcing you. Halimbawa, nagsimula ka magnakaw pero bigla kang natauhan at umalis. That's voluntary desistance. Pero kung may dumating na pulis kaya ka tumigil, hindi yan spontaneous. The law says, kung kusang desistance pa lang at wala ka pang ibang crime na nagawa, wala kang criminal liability kasi gusto ng batas na ma-encourage kang umatras bago pa lumala. Element 4, yung dahilan mo kung bakit hindi mo natapos ay dahil sa external cause or accident at hindi dahil sa sarili mong desisyon. Halimbawa, gusto mong barilin ang biktima pero nag-jam ang baril or gusto mong manaksak pero may humarang, that's attempted felony kasi may ginawa ka na pero may pumigil o may nangyaring hindi mo kontrolado. So remember, attempted felony happens when you start doing the crime, you don't finish all the acts, you don't stop voluntarily, and something outside stops you. So in short, nagsimula, hindi natapos, di kusang umatras, may pumigil. Okay, next, frustrated felony. A felony is at the frustrated stage when the offender has done everything needed to commit the crime, pero hindi pa rin natuloy. Not because he stopped, but because of reasons beyond his control. In short, lahat ginawa mo na, pero may pumigil o may nangyaring hindi mo gusto. For example, gusto mong patayin si A. You stab him in the chest, a fatal wound. So technically, he already did everything to make homicide happen. Pero someone rushes him to the hospital and he survives. That's frustrated homicide. Pero you have to take note na kung ikaw mismo ang nagdala sa kanya sa ospital para iligtas, hindi yan frustrated homicide. Kasi the reason why he lived came from your own will. Ang tawag dyan, physical injuries lang. And now, let's break down the four elements of a frustrated felony. Ito yung stage na ginawa mo na lahat ng kailangan para mangyari ang crime, pero may nangyaring hindi mo kontrolado kaya hindi natuloy ang resulta. Element 1. The offender performs all the acts of execution. Ibig sabihin, kumpleto na ang moves mo. Wala ka nang dapat idagdag. Halimbawa, sinaksak mo sa dibdib ang isang tao. Vital part yan. Kaya kung normal ang takbo ng events, mamamatay dapat siya. Dito pumapasok ang konsepto ng mortal at non-mortal wounds. Kapag sinabi nating mortal wound, nakakamatay talaga, fatal by nature. At kapag non-mortal wound naman, ibig sabihin kahit walang tulong medikal, hindi naman talaga nakakamatay. So kung mortal wound yung tama, that shows you've already done all the acts of execution. Element 2. Those acts would normally produce the crime. Meaning, kung walang pumigil, dapat may result na. Like sa homicide, dapat patay na. That's because the wound was mortal. Element 3. But the crime does not happen. So kahit ginawa mo na lahat, buhay pa rin ang biktima. For example, nadala siya sa hospital at naagapan ng doktor. That's the frustration part. Element 4, the reason is independent of the offender's will. Ibig sabihin, hindi ikaw ang dahilan kung bakit hindi natuloy. May ibang factor na pumigil, gaya ng mabilis na tulong medikal, may tumulong, or may external intervention. Pero kung ikaw mismo ang nagligtas sa biktima, hindi na frustrated homicide yan. Kasi yung dahilan ng pagkaligtas ay galing sa iyo mismo. At kung non-mortal wound lang pala, yung tama hindi naman fatal, hindi rin yan frustrated homicide. Physical injuries lang yan kasi kahit walang nakialam, hindi naman talaga mamamatay. So tandaan natin, mortal wound plus external cause equals frustrated homicide. Non-mortal wound or ikaw mismo ang nagligtas equals physical injuries. In short, sa frustrated felony, ginawa mo na ang lahat pero may humarang sa tadhana. Quick question, lahat ba ng crimes pwedeng maging attempted, frustrated, at consummated? The answer is no. May mga crimes na walang frustrated stage. Bakit? Kasi by their very nature, once you do the act, tapos na agad, consummated na. Sabi nga sa definition, frustrated felony happens when you've done everything but the result does not happen. Pero sa mga ganitong crimes, hindi mo pwedeng gawin lahat ng acts of execution nang hindi pa tapos ang crime. Let's go through them one by one. Una, rape. Ang pinaka-essence ng rape ay carnal knowledge, meaning penetration. So kahit konting penetration lang, consummated na agad. Walang frustrated rape kasi hindi mo pwedeng simulan ang act nang hindi ito natatapos. Another, indirect bribery. Dito, automatic na consummated kapag tinanggap ng public officer ang gift by reason of his office. The moment na tinanggap niya, boom, tapos na ang crime. Third, corruption of public officers. Walang frustrated stage kasi kailangan ng agreement ng parehong parties, yung nagbibigay at yung tumatanggap. Once both agree, consummated na. Fourth, adultery. The essence of adultery is sexual intercourse. Once nangyari yon, consummated na agad. Wala nang halfway point. Fifth, physical injuries. Hindi mo malalaman kung slight, less serious, or serious hanggat tapos na ang act at may result na. So, wala rin itong frustrated stage. 6. Theft. The moment na nakuha mo na ang bagay na hindi sa'yo, that's it. Consummated na. Hindi mo na kailangang ibenta o gamitin pa yung ninakaw para maging complete ang crime. Kaya tandaan natin na may mga crimes na once ginawa mo lang, instant na, tapos na. walang frustrated version kasi hindi mo pwedeng gawin lahat ng steps nang hindi pa natatapos ang crime. In short, one move, one crime. Now let's move on to the last stage, consummated felony. So after attempted and frustrated, ito na yung fully done. A felony is at the consummated stage kung lahat ng elements ng crime ay present. Ibig sabihin, tapos na lahat ng acts of execution and the result actually happened. Kung sa frustrated felony, ginawa mo na lahat pero may pumipigil sa resulta, dito sa consummated, natuloy talaga. For example, sinaksak mo sa dibdib ang For example, sinaksak mo sa dibdib ang biktima, mortal wound, and this time namatay siya. All the elements of homicide are there. May killing, may intent, may result. That's consummated homicide. In this stage, nasa objective phase na ang offender. Ibig sabihin nun, wala na siyang control sa outcome kasi ginawa na niya ang lahat and nature took its course. So sa madaling salita, attempted is nagsimula pero hindi natapos. Frustrated, natapos pero walang resulta. Consummated, natapos at may resulta. Ngayon, paano mo malalaman kung anong stage na ang crime? Meron tayong tatlong factors na tinitingnan. Una, the nature of the offense. Kasi may mga crimes na pag ginawa mo lang, tapos na agad. Like theft or rape. Pangalawa, the elements constituting the felony. Kailangan ba ng result or act lang sapat na? At pangatlo, the manner of committing the same. Kasi minsan, depende how it was done. Nag-iiba kung attempted pa or consummated na. So ayun, kapag lahat ng kailangan para sa crime ay nandyan na, from intent to action to result, that's consummated felony. Or in simple terms, mission accomplished. Pero in the worst way possible. Okay, so now let's talk about the manner of committing the crime. Kasi minsan kung paano ginagawa ang crime, doon natin malalaman kung may attempted, frustrated, or consummated stage ba. Pero may mga crimes na by the way they're done, hindi talaga dumadaan sa lahat ng stages. And let's go through them one by one para mas malinaw. Una, formal crimes. Ito yung mga crimes na natatapos in one instant. Between the thought and the act, wala ng chain of steps. Diretsong tapos. Tapos na siya agad. Example nun, false testimony or slander. The moment sinabi mo ang kasinungalingan or insulto, it's done. Walang attempted false testimony kasi the act itself completes the crime. Number 2, crimes consummated by mere attempt, proposal, or overt act. May mga crimes na once you attempt or make the proposal, tapos na agad. Example niyan ay flight to the enemy's country or corruption of minors. The moment you start the act, that's already a crime. Hindi mo kailangan hintayin na matapos kasi the act itself is the offense. Third, felony by omission. Heto naman yung mga crimes na nangyayari dahil may hindi ka ginawa. You fail to do something that the law requires. Walang attempted omission kasi nga hindi ka gumawa ng act. Example niyan, misprision of treason. Hindi mo na-report kahit alam mo may nagtatangkang traidorin ang bansa. O di kaya failure of an accountable officer to render accounts. The moment hindi mo ginawa ang required act, consummated na. Fourth, crimes requiring two persons. May mga crimes na kailangan ng agreement ng dalawang tao para mangyari. Pag nagkasundo kayo, consummated na agad. Example, corruption of a public officer. The moment pumayag si officer tanggapin ang offer, tapos na ang crime. Pero kung nag-offer ka tapos tinanggihan, attempted lang. Fifth, material crimes. Heto yung mga usual crimes na dumadaan talaga sa tatlong stage. Attempted, frustrated, at consummated. For example, homicide, arson, robbery, theft. Lahat yan may visible acts, may possible interruption, at may end result. So in short, some crimes are instant. Walang stages yan. Some are by failure, omission lang. Some need two people, agreement pa lang, tapos na. Pero the rest, material crimes. Ito yung mga dumadaan sa AFC stages na diniscuss natin. So ayan, we've gone through the 3 stages of a felony under Article 6. Attempted, frustrated, and consummated. So to recap in simple terms, attempted, nagsimula ka na pero hindi natapos. Frustrated, natapos mo lahat ng acts pero walang result dahil may pumigil. Consummated, lahat ng elements present. May result, mission accomplished in the worst way possible. We also learned that not all crimes go through these stages. May mga crimes na instant like slander or false testimony. May mga crimes na through omission, meaning dahil may hindi ka ginawa. At meron ding crimes na by agreement pa lang, tapos na, like corruption of a public officer. Pero for material crimes like homicide, arson, or robbery, AFC applies perfectly. So next time you read a case or article, try to ask, hanggang saan umaabot ang crime? Is it just starting, almost done, or totally done? That's how you'll know kung attempted, frustrated, or consummated. This has been Legal Beginnings with me, Bay, your friendly law student na minsan nalilito pa rin pero laban lang. Let's keep learning the basics, be briefed on cases, and go law and beyond. See you sa next episode, and remember, it's okay to feel lost in law. What matters is you keep asking why. Tara, aral ulit tayo next time.